the channel. Here we go again. Thanks for tuning in. We are back working on chiseling away, trying to get some more of this interior knocked out, add a few more parts to it, get this thing just a little bit closer to being done. We're going to start out working on a little bit of stereo work today, I do believe. We'll get going on the speakers, so here we go. Da-da-da! Finally, I got some quote-unquote stereo equipment. I mean, for lack of a better term, it is stereo equipment. So what I got here is our 6.5 separates that are going to go in our kick panels. I thought they were going to be like DD, whatever the hell brand that is, Digital Dynamics maybe, I don't know. He ended up he couldn't get those, so he got us these other ones that are called Triton. He said they're just as good. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I have no idea. Most of the time, I listen to podcasts and videos on YouTube anyway, so I really don't care. I just need something to go on the speaker pods and be decent. And I got my radio too. There again, nothing special. Just needed something that has Bluetooth so it'll pick up my phone. See, we got our speakers, got our grills here, got our crossovers here. The crossovers already have wires attached to them with, they got bullet connectors on this end, so looks like that time I spent running speaker wire in the cab the other day was a complete waste of my time. Glad I did that. And wasted my speaker wire too. Glad I did that. So, nonetheless, we got our tweeters right here. Swanky little logo on them. It did come with a template, which I have cut out. I'm going to lay on top of the speaker pods and cut this thing out, and we'll see what it takes to put all this together.
All right, so you can see I got the template that they sent with the speaker here that is kind of taped on there, and kind of drew out a little line here for me to use as a template to, not a template, as a guide to cut. And you can see I got it on there kind of crooked, so I had to put it back and fix my line. And then I'll take my trusty Dremel tool here and go around this dude and hack out this plastic that's in the middle here. It's actually pretty thick, to be honest with you, but wasn't too bad to cut out that little cut-off tool. It went pretty quickly. All right, now clean it all off, shine it up so the peasants can see it. Now let's test fit the speaker, see if it fits in there good. Get my holes marked so I can pre-drill some holes to mount it. Yeah, got those done. Shine it up for the peasants. Get my pack of hardware here. I gotta clean out a little bit of material so the speaker will fit in there just like I want. So get this die grinder, this air power guy. It's a little bit better as a grinder than a cutter than the Dremel tool was. This guy can just kind of come in there and knock all the burrs off of it and clean the hole up just a little bit. That way the speaker fits in there nice and smooth and all that crap melted plastic isn't there. Alright, so now let's figure out which template I need to cut out here to make the hole for my little bitty tweeter there. So see me going around trying to hack this dude out of this piece of paper, and obviously you slide the tweeter through the hole on the piece of paper because of course that'll be exact size, right? Alright, so same process here, kind of tape it in place, give me a little pin here, mark my circle so I can hack this dude out too with the same little Dremel cutting tool, and then come back and clean the hole out afterwards with my die grinder. Chop, chop, chop. And wipe it off so it'll shine for the peasants. And clean everything up a bit. Bling, bling, bling. Now, let's put this joker in. Now, for those of you who are asking yourself, why is he not using a drill with a Phillips head bit in it? Because, oftentimes it's easy to slip with the drill, and you slip, you either put the drill through the speaker or you scratch the hell out of the panel that you're trying to work on. So I just kind of took the easy way out and just used a Phillips head.
I put it on upside down. Shit.
Okay, well, I guess we're taking it back out. Nope, change of plans. On to the next thing. Let's put a tweeter in. Now this is me trying to make sure I get the emblems kind of on the same plane here on the little grills here before I snap this guy in this little hole. There we go. Now we got this little ring that like snaps on the back. You got to drive in there that holds it all in place. Then we shine it all up for the peasants.
Oh yeah. Well, there you go. That was easy enough. And it came out looking really cool, if I do say so myself. If you saw that for a minute, I kind of paused. I actually kind of put the speaker in, according to the logo anyway. The speaker's in upside down. I thought I had the speaker in right, and then when I saw at the last minute that the logo was like that, I thought I put the grill on upside down. So then I ran and looked at the box right quick, and I actually had the logo right on the grill, so I'm gonna leave that alone. It just occurred to me that I just put the tweeter on with it upside down. So I don't know, I might see if I can turn that. Some days you just can't win for losing. I'll see if I can turn it. I'm sure I probably can. But if it has to stay that way, it has to stay that way. Whatever, it's my truck. If you ever see me somewhere and you notice it, then we'll have a good laugh together. I'm sure it won't affect the way it sounds. Nonetheless, I'm not gonna bother showing you how to do the other one because you just saw how I did this one. So next up for you will be installing we gotta put the crossovers in and then pull the wires that I already put in, pull them out, and put the wires from the crossovers, run them in the truck. Yay. All right, well, here we are. You see, I've already went ahead and ripped out the speaker wire that I had put in there previously that now I don't need. And I really had anticipated the speakers he was supposed to get me had much larger crossovers than these. I don't know if these are just cheaper or what. I don't know. They feel cheaper. There again, I'm not trying to beat the block down here. But nonetheless, they are going to sit right in here. Originally, I had thought maybe I would just screw them down, but they sent like this two-sided tape with them, so I'm just going to just stick them down. So you've got two wires here that run to the oh, good Lord, to the driver and the tweeter. So those are going to run down to each kick panel. Then you've got another set of wires here that will run over to where the radio goes. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we'll run this speaker wire back around to the radio. And then we'll drop these down to the passenger side. We'll just stick these guys in there and go from there. Well, honestly, I'm sitting here looking at this, and this wire right here that goes to the radio is a lot longer than this wire right here that runs over to the speakers. So I might just, really, I guess there was no point in me putting this piece of wood in there since it turned out to be such a small deal. I could have just stuck that little guy in there anywhere. So what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to find a spot over here on the driver's side, stick this guy on there, and just run the speaker wire up to where the radio goes. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do right now. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie like just a loose knot right here, right now. Let that hang. That way I know which set of speaker wires goes to the right side of the truck here. Then I'll go ahead and I'll undo this, run that up to the radio.
So I understand that while I'm doing this, I'm under the dash right here, and it's super hard for y'all to really see what all I'm actually doing right here. And I hope you understand that as I'm a one-man show here, sometimes it's extremely difficult for me to really get the camera in any kind of angle where you can really see what I'm doing. I mean, I do the best that I can, but you know, sometimes there's just not much that I can do about it. But that's why I throw this narration in from time to time. So, you know, basically I'm just fishing these wires all up and around the parking brake and over top of the steering column and all that kind of stuff, and just fishing it all up through there so I can get a good clear path up to the opening for the radio.
Well, got ready to run those wires and put those crossovers and everything in. Did not go at all like I had planned. So the wires for the crossovers were actually really short where they went to the speakers. So I ended up having to put them down in the kick panels down next to the speakers. And then when I got ready to run the wires, I realized that you couldn't see anything because we had to get under the dash and everything. And then I had to make holes for the power window wires to come through the doors and into the A-post. So went back and grabbed that stuff, punched a couple holes in the A-post. There again, trying to video it was just pointless because you couldn't see anything in the whole deal. So I went ahead and got it done, and I'll just go back and I'll show you what all I had to do. Well, there you go. So essentially, I've just got my controls kind of hanging, as you can see right here. They're just kind of hanging for right now because I got to come back and make custom door panels for this thing after the fact. Got the plugs all wired on. You can see, punched a little hole in there, a little hole right there. Ran that through to in here. Now you can see, obviously, I had to get that done before I put the speaker kick panels in. There's our crossover. Now, as you can see, these wires really short. So that's why I had to go ahead and I mounted both crossovers down in the kick panel right there. Now, the wires that go from the radio to the crossover, as you can see, they were already kind of hardwired into it. So I went ahead and I ran them all up through, up underneath the dash, under there, all that. And I just kind of got them hanging out of the little radio hole right there for right now. Now, you'll also see I got these two wires right here. Now, those are the power wires for the power windows controls. Now, in their instructions, it says to run that to the battery, ground, and power. Well, that would give you power to your windows all the time. So the key wouldn't even have to be with the vehicle. Anybody could roll your windows up and down. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to wait till I get my batteries hooked up to it. And I'm going to find something probably right there on the bottom of that column. Either that or either in this fuse panel right here. Or maybe even the junction box out front. I don't know. Probably I'll find something under the dash right here, light control or something, that is switched power. That way the windows will only work when you turn the key to accessory mode. So let's go to this other side and I'll show you where I ran those wires. All right, well, you see the speaker wires, just, you know, same, loosely dangling. Ran them in all behind everything there. You can see this is a piece of wood that I screwed in here that I originally mount those crossovers to, which of course now I'm obviously not using. Here's my wires for my power windows. There's my speaker wire that's running down to my crossover on the kick panel. I'm going to leave that piece of wood in there. I may decide to, I don't know, I may find something cool that I want to mount down there down the road. Who knows? So, as you can see, I got my glove box all flipped out so I could run the wires down through there and get them all zip tied up good. Then our crossovers might have kind of way on back in there on this side because I had that block of wood that I had to put in to mount the kick. There you can see the wires run inside the door. Same over here to my window switch. So next is to just go ahead and put my dash all together here and then get ready to install a radio so I can wrap this part of the project up.
Drop.
Hello. So, allow me to go ahead and apologize that I didn't get to show me actually installing those speaker mounts after we spent all this time getting the speakers installed and getting them all ready to go and getting all the wires and everything ran. But right about the time I got ready to install them, I realized that there was still some more stuff that needed to get done before I could put those in. So I got a little bit ahead of myself. But you'll see coming up, we got still plenty more stuff to do. And if I were to put those in, I would just have to take them right back out. And it'll be coming up real soon. We'll get to see them put in there and hopefully get to hear them make some noise. That would be pretty cool too. But this one is getting on about 20 minutes, and the next steps in the project would have made this video probably an hour or so long, and I didn't want to do that. So I am going to continue on into the next video, into the next episode. So as always, thank you so much for watching, especially watching the whole video if you didn't fast forward to this point. Thank you so much for watching. Please take a hot second, click that subscribe. If you liked it, throw me a thumbs up. It will really help with the algorithm, I guess is what it is. So YouTube will start to promote my videos a little bit and help me to kind of bring in some new eyes to the project and some more people. Obviously, comment. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you'd like to see more of. I do respond to every comment. I enjoy the interaction with all you guys and girls. So thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one.